didn't want to be a single parent. I knew that. I knew that I wanted to give my child every advantage. And one of the big advantages is coming from a two-parent household. So, because I didn't want to have children out of wedlock, I begged God.
It gets worse.
Please, God, send me a husband. I want a husband so I can start a family, have some kids. So from the age of 23 to 43, I begged God, please, God, send me a husband. Please, God, please, God. And after 20 years, I realized that God's answers to me was no. So from the age of 43 to 44, I was devastated. Just devastated. I was sad all the time. I would see couples and feel just heart-wrenching pain.
What are we going to do different this year that we did not do last year? Women, are you going to try to lose weight this year? Women, are you going to get a man this year? Women, are you going to take the L and realize that what you're doing the last few years is simply not working out? What are you going to be doing different this year that you didn't do last year? The definition of insanity, and I said this time and time again, is doing the same thing and expecting different results. Are you going to keep doing the same thing? Are you going to keep doing things that's making you less than your desired? Or are you going to be doing the same thing that's keeping you from being and doing your best? Women, what are you going to do different this year that you didn't do last year? And let's stay to the end and see who gets this week's Stomp Award. But first, I think you need to lose some weight because some of you kind of heavy out there. Let's do this. Let's try to lose some weight. Coming up next. Welcome to Rewind, my new online digital platform. If you haven't done so already, I want you to do one thing. We're going to take care of some housekeeping by hitting that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for future notifications. That way you are notified when the video comes out each and every week. Rewind with Tommy Handsome. Let's get right to it. As always, we're dealing with delusional women. As always, we're dealing with women that think simply because they have WAP, that's the end-all, be-all to life. They can get a job. They can get this. They can get that, a new car. They can even get a man because all it takes is this. But what you women fail to realize is that you're not getting this. It's called a ring. Most of you never had a ring before. Most of you just buy your own rings just to cap that you think you have somebody. But you don't. You don't have anyone because you think that you can get away with just being you. I want you to look at this video of this woman who is praying, and I do mean praying, to get a man, and she is still single.
Knew that I didn't want to be a single parent. I knew that. I knew that I wanted to give my child every advantage. And one of the big advantages is coming from a two-parent household. So, because I didn't want to have children out of wedlock, I begged God, please, God, send me a husband. I want a husband so I can start a family, have some kids. So from the age of 23 to 43, I begged God, please, God, send me a husband. Please, God, please, God. And after 20 years, I realized that God's answers to me was no. So from the age of 43 to 44, I was devastated. Just devastated. I was sad all the time. I would see couples and feel just heart-wrenching pain that would never be me.
I often tell people to be themselves. If you're a man, be yourself. If you're a woman, be yourself. I don't care how tall you are, how big you are, if you're black, white, yellow, or mellow. It doesn't matter. Be yourself. But you got to realize one thing, that when you are in the dating game and you're looking for a significant other, there's certain criterias that are needed for you to get that goal, to get that win. Say for argument's sake, you're on a game show. When you're on a game show, most game shows have questions and answers. When you answer a question, you get it right. That means you're closer and closer to the win. So you got to do certain things to win. When you play spades, when you play basketball, it's all about winning. You have to have somewhat of an advantage to get to the end result, to get to the win, to get to that goal. Let's go for the win. Because you women keep taking L's. Let's go for the win. Okay? Now, when you're in the dating game, it's a competition out there. You want to get the win. Now, no disrespect to your size. No disrespect. Everyone is different. There are big women out there that have men. There are big women out there that have that win, that W. So it doesn't matter. But the thing is, if there's a lot of competition out there, and you're a woman of a certain caliber, meaning a certain age, and there are women in their 20s and early 30s that are a lot smaller than you, who's going to get that W? Who's going to get that win? Now, you're sitting there and you're praying and praying and praying, you're praying all this time, and you still haven't got that win. You still haven't got that man. Now, don't get me wrong. God can perform miracles, even on you. But the thing is, you're praying on something. There's an old saying in the Bible, prayer without works. Prayer without works. That simply means you can pray and pray all you want, but you have to work on certain things for that end result or for that W to come into fruition. Now, like I said, no disrespect. You are a big woman. Now, all the women out there, okay, that are smaller than you, say for argument's sake, you're a size 28. There could be a woman that's a size 18 that are getting men because she's taking better care of herself. She's a smaller size. She's still big at 18, size 18, but she's a smaller size. Because once again, it's competition out there. What are you doing to make or take yourself to the advantage point? What are you doing that you can get that W, that you can get that win? Like I said, when you play spades, it's all about what? Getting that win, getting an advantage. When you're playing basketball, the same thing. You want that win, you want that advantage. But a woman that's your size, there's nothing wrong with big women, but you are big. What happened to a big curvy woman? You can still be big, but if you have certain curves, guess what? You have the advantage. What are you doing that you're not getting your prayers answered? Once again, praying without works, okay? Pray on it. Keep continuing to pray on it, but you got to get to that work. You got to get to that gym. You got to stop eating all that garbage. You got to start doing things to put yourself in the advantage, the winner's seat. And that's what you're not doing. And that's why you are not getting that man. Those of you who know me knows I'm constantly on the computer. I mean, we on YouTube, so we on the computer, we on the phones and something like that. We on all type of devices. So there's this woman that was saying that dating is different now than it was, say, 10, 15, even 20 years ago. And guess what? I agree. Dating is totally different now. So I was explaining to this woman, once again, it's a competition out there. When I was explaining the competition, she looked at me online, of course, that I was crazy. She said, "What do you mean it's a competition? No competition." I said, "There's no competition." I said, "Well, what is your age? Are you in your 40s, 50s?" She said, "Late 40s. Ding! Then I said, "Okay, are you married?" She said, "No." Ding! I said, "Do you have any kids?" She said, "Yes." "How many?" 4. Ding! Then I said, "You're not married. You have kids. You're a woman of a certain age. Why are you single?" that she's going to type and put all this BS that she chooses to be single. No, no one wants you. Reason why no one wants you, because like I said, it's competition out there. These men that you want are going after younger women. These men that you want are going after slimmer women. So I asked her, what size are you? And I don't need to know her exact size, because that's a personal thing. I'm not fat. I'm healthy. Any woman that says she's not fat but healthy, guess what, folks? She's fat. She's fat. Come on. Let's be transparent. She is fat. I hate when women say that, because if you're so healthy, can you run around the track? Can you run around your block? Do you look nice in a bikini? No, because you're not healthy. You're fat. And these are the women that continue to be single. These are the women that say there's no good available men. Now, when you go on dating apps, I said this time and time again, you're paying your hard-earned money to go on these dating apps. So you get 5 messages, you as a woman, 5 messages on this dating app. And the guys that hit you up, one guy is 5'8", he's 300 pounds, he's bald. Nothing wrong with being bald. But when we put all those factors together, you're not looking at a Shamar Moore. You're not looking at a Morris Chestnut. You're not looking at Denzel. You're looking at somebody that looks like, no disrespect, Al Roker. He's married, though, and he has a pretty wife. So he does have the advantage, and only him, she has the advantage also. But the thing is, you don't have any one of those things. You don't have a man. You're still single. And these are the women that I'm addressing. These are the women that I am coming after. So when you pay your hard-earned money, and you being a big woman, and say somebody like a Shamar Moore hits you up, somebody like a Denzel hits you up, then guess what? You felt or feel that you hit the jackpot. Now let's look at it from another way. Let's look at it on the other side. Me being a man, I'm paying my hard-earned money to be on a dating app. And a woman that's 68 years old, and she's a grandma, and she's 300 pounds. I mean, does she really have a chance with me? When there's a woman that's 38 years old, who never been married, no kids, or maybe one kid, she has the advantage. So when I'm swiping, and I see some messages on my dating app, and I'm saying to myself, wow, who is this woman? And this woman is young, attractive, educated, got a ish going on, got an ish together. That's the woman that I want to see, I want to get to know, and I want to date, as opposed to somebody who looks like Nell Carter. Nothing against Nell Carter, but she was on the heavy side. She was short on the heavy side. But those are the women that I don't want on my app. I don't want hitting me up, because if I'm paying hard-earned money, I want somebody that looks like a Janet Jackson, a Beyonce. Those are the women I want hitting me up. You as a woman are doing the same exact thing. You're paying your hard-earned money. You want somebody with character, somebody with a body, somebody that's smart and tall and handsome to be hitting you up on your DMs. So this week's Stomp Award goes to, you guessed it, it goes to you, because you're living in a delusional world. You're living in the world of fantasy. We talked about that before. Check out my last video. And you're doing the same thing, expecting different results. Ladies, gentlemen, when I filtered analysis of videos just like this one, I want you to do one thing. I want you to help this channel to grow. And this channel is growing like a weed. It's growing like crazy. I want you to hit that subscribe button. Be part of the Handsome Maniacs by hitting that subscribe button and hit the bell for future notifications. That way you are notified when the video comes out each and every week. Don't forget to like, comment, and let's get the conversation started. You're watching Rewind.